Alright, another week, another Titan Reforge raid. This is the Chinese version of World of Warcraft, where you've got level 80 characters, you know, based on Wrath of Lich King, but then they took all the raids from Vanilla, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of Lich King, and they scaled them up to be level 80 raids with level 80 loot. So you got Death Knight tier in Serpentshrine Cavern, you got level 80 characters like Rogues with Tricks of the Trade and Fan of Knives in Molten Core. It's been a blast so far, and we're only 2 phases in. There's 11 phases of raids on this server, and today we're blasting Frost Death Knight, okay? This is me. Rod of the Sun King, Talon of Azshara, but not the Rod of the Sun King and Talon of Azshara you're used to. These beefy boys have a lot of power. Am I ready? Almost. I need to feast and flask. Alright. I don't have time to go over all the gear because we're pulling the boss, Hydross the Unstable. Flask food. This thing. Okay, so we want to start a little far back and we will summon our Army of the Dead, but our Army of the Dead is actually Army of the Deep, and because of this trinket I've got, it makes Murlocs instead of zombies, and that's pretty much all you need to know, that this server is awesome. Let's go there.
I cannot allow you to interfere.
Good, good. Summon Ghoul. Frost Strike again. Decent opener, not perfect. Nope, stunned. No. Refresh the diseases. We're okay. Okay, more obliterates. More obliterates, please. Good. Obliterate, obliterate. Stinkfist owning. Top of the meter. Subtlety rogue. Alright, next use of Unbreakable Armor. Good. Free Owling Blast. Extra Obliterate, thanks to the one thing, Blood Tap, that's what it's called. Okay, good. Got him. Ugh, we fell off a little bit at the end. We were up there in the top 10. We fell to 14th. Damn. Wonder if we did better on boss damage. Maybe we fell off because that's showing all damage and some people did more to the ads. No, we actually sucked on single target too. That is not impressive. Damn. Usually, I feel like I usually do better than that. Let me double check everything. I'm in Blood Presence. That's the damage presence. I got my Strength buff. I got my Flask buff. Pretty sure I used an Indestructible potion. My gear's not messed up. We went over that before joining the raid. I don't know. Maybe we just got unlucky with some parries or some whatever. Who cares? We'll keep rolling. Go to Lurker Below next. Do some damage. Big Blast. Deadly, Death and Decay, and then Owling Blast. Big AoE damage. What's the matter? They got some question marks, and some dots. Let's pull out the translation.
驱散魔法
Translator, ChatGPT, paste this in.
魔法
Alright, Raid Chat is saying... Was your Bloodlust timing really that mystical? Wait, did they time, like, Bloodlust poorly? Is that what they were saying? Gosh, the raid keeps moving. I can't stop and read chat, or else I will fall behind the raid, because it is hold W and keep moving. I literally don't have time to translate and find out what's going on. Alright, Lurker Below. Maybe it'll take a minute or two, and then we can read while we're waiting for Lurker Below to start. Alright, we go over here-ish. Okay, let's see. My bloodlust almost made a girl cry. Wait. So they must have had some weird bloodlust timing. That must be what they're concerned about. Translate some more of the chat. Shut up. That was really slick. ... Does it come with voice acting? Alright, I might be missing some context here. For snapshotting classes, it's a disaster. Not having the bloodlust at the correct time. Okay. There we go. Boss is out. Cool summon up. Owling Blast. Again, not a great opener. I think I used the Empower Rune Weapon a little too early. Breathing, we go underwater to dodge that breath attack as he spins around. Oops. Good. Oh, underwater. Okay, this is good. We're number 5 right now. So, boss is underwater for a little while. We kill some ads that come up. Then he'll come back eventually, and then we try to kill him before he goes underwater again, which usually happens. Usually we have enough damage to kill him before he goes underwater a second time. Let's see, where are we going? We're going over here. Okay. Probably after I knock this guy down, we'll go back to the middle. Yep, there's the boss. Underwater. Obliterate. Almost dead, almost dead. One more obliterate, one more frost strike, one more obliterate. Nice. Top of the meter.
笨笨辛苦啦。
I'll take it. I'll take it. That's pretty good. Kitchen says your gear up is not working today. Oh, that's no good. King is insane. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had any problems with the gear up program. You know, at least not yet. Kitchens, I also think your mic is open. I keep hearing, like, little bits of noise coming through on Discord. Onwards. Seal of Danzalar. Stamina, intellect. Vanquisher gloves. We do not need those. We only need one more piece. We need the shoulder of this set. It's on mute on the mic, but IDK. Okay, now it's not showing. It was showing you green and activated for a while. Yeah, all good. No problem, really. Alright, main thing on Morogrim is we hope we don't get bubbled. I got bubbled twice on my rogue yesterday. Super unlucky. It's just a random target mechanic. I think it picks 3 people in the raid at a time. It just, like, teleports them away and traps them in a bubble for a few seconds. Can't do damage if you're trapped in a bubble. So, you know, that's not great. At least on the rogue, here's a tip. Maybe, I don't know if Stinkfist is listening right now. I could use my Shadow Step to get back to the boss faster after I got bubbled. Because usually the bubble, it stuns you for like 3 or 4 seconds. And then after the stun's over, you get launched into the air. And then slowly fall back down and then walk to the boss. But if you Shadow Step to the boss the moment the bubble is gone, you avoid that, like, bouncing up into the air and then slowly falling back down phase, and you get back to the boss way faster. Alright, I'm hanging out way behind, so I can summon my Army of the Dead. Actually, wait, hold on. I think they're doing one more wave of trash, probably. Yeah, one more wave of trash. Alright, so let me hit it with some blood strikes, turn my red runes into purple runes. Very good. Oh, wait, it's not dead yet? Oh, it's healing. That thing's not dead either. Got him. Red runes are back to being red now. That didn't do anything. Braz says, I don't know how you can play with 100% scale UI. I don't play with 100% scale UI. Alright, here we go. Why can't I summon Ghoul? There we go. Now it's summoned Ghoul. Good. Good. Disease refresh. That's good. Good. Oh, I didn't use Empower Rune Weapon yet. Okay, let me dump some of this runic power. We gotta look for a good window to use Empower Rune Weapon. So we want most of our runes to be mostly on cooldown. I'm gonna go like after this Obliterate. Now I can triple Obliterate here. Nice. That's a okay Empower Rune Weapon. Good. We haven't gotten bubbled yet either, which is pretty lucky. There we go. He's gone. Number 3. Not bad. Talon. Obliteration. I think those are the ones we want. I think we want the Obliteration boots. Nice. Maybe we'll get those. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, next boss, Fathom Lord Kael'thas. They do kind of a Giga Chad strategy on this boss, where they only kill one of the ads and then they go right to the boss. They allow the boss to do its, like, hyper enrage, because they didn't kill all of the ads. And then the tanks just tank the boss through the hyper enrage. And they could just out-heal it and out-tank it. It's a bit of a... It's a flex for the, like, tanks and healers to be able to do that. Really? I don't know if you have lived if you haven't death gripped someone off a cliff and used your goblin glider. That sounds awesome. Graz says, it is super zoomed. I can see that it is. You can't even see Morogrim's ass. Yeah, well, you said 100% UI scale, and I don't play with 100% UI scale. It's 80%. But if you want to know how I can play like that, how about you just observe me playing at the top of the damage meter on Lurker Below? If you're interested in how I could possibly play the game that way. Seem to be playing the game pretty well, I would say. Extra summoning portals. What are we doing with summoning portals? Let's see. I'm assuming they're doing the same strategy they did last week, you know, but we're going to find out. Please give me a summon. Could you give me a barbarian? Some face? Respect? I don't know what this means. Wait. Pull timer's out. It's too late. We're not translating anymore. Pull timer's out. Food buff, last buff. This. Good. So we're trying to kill one ad, then go on to the boss. I wonder if my damage to all the ads gets counted on this fight. Or if Warcraft Logs filters it out. All I really care about is, does my damage count for the 300 gold bonus for being top, you know, melee damage dealer? That's what I need to know. I would think if we don't kill the ad, the damage dealt to it wouldn't count. That's like the way that would make sense for it to work. But just because it's the way that makes sense for it to work doesn't mean it's the way that it does work. Alright, we are kind of cranking. Nice. Let me walk out. Don't walk that way, actually. Okay, when one gets kited out, it all just, like, despawns and it's over. So, let's see, what do we get? Nether Vortex, Bloodsea Brigand's Vest, Conqueror Legs, Serpentshrine Shuriken. Okay, next boss is the Thunder Fury boss, okay? Prediction up, start prediction. Will Thunder Fury drop? Alright, predictions up. This is for sure the week, for sure the raid. I haven't ever seen it drop, which is how you know it's definitely going to drop this time. Okay? Damn, this is absolutely a whole W raid. See, they cleared multiple trash packs while I was putting up the Thunder Fury prediction. It is a whole W situation. Good damage, huge damage there. Big owling blasts. Frost Decay is pretty fun, I think. I like Frost Decay. Alright, maybe we have a second to translate chat. What is being said? Next one, let me read the book. Let me be the one to get the drop. If you're the one looting, you'll probably end up 2 void crystals short. I approve of the person, but not really the class. Do these first 3 trash mobs count towards the score? Okay, so they're thinking... I think they're talking about who's gonna loot the boss, because this is the boss that drops Thunder Fury. And you gotta have a lucky person be the first one to loot it. AKA not me. I've already been branded a Black Hand player. Unlucky player. And this version of WoW is unholy, all about the Garg snapshot like it was in Wrath Classic. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I know that I like Frost, and I just played Frost, and I didn't really even think about what's going on with Unholy Death Knight. Alright, so we will not army right away. We're going to hold up as much of our stuff as we can to be ready for when the boss pops out. So I'm just going to hold these runes up. Here he comes. Get behind the boss. Summon the ghoul. Fresh Disease, Frost Strike, Obliterate, Frost Strike, Owling Blast, Frost Strike. Gotta get the Disease refresh. Alright, I'm going to be looking for a good Empower Rune Weapon. He's moving, he's moving. Disease refreshed. Okay, stay away from the tank on this part. We normally are staying away from the tank, but it's super critical because the boss's attack is now an AoE effect. There's an Empower Rune Weapon. Good. Little Obliterate. Oh shit, I have Inner Demon. Didn't realize I had that right away. There we go. Got him. All right. Prediction for Thunder Fury. Oopsies, that's not what I meant to paste in the chat. I meant to paste /prediction. Who's looting it? Who's looting it? Everyone's looting it? What are they saying? What are they saying? A bunch of people are dead. And it looks like there's no Thunder Fury. There is Pendant of the Perilous, though. That's an item we need. Pendant of the Perilous. Choker of the Pure Heart. Yep, that's way better. Okay, nice. Unfortunately, no Thunder Fury, though. That part's not nice. One day we'll see a Thunder Fury drop, and it'll be hype. ratted to get a stealth opener on the boss. Are you saying you didn't attack the ads at all? Is that what you're saying? Was it good damage, though? Yes, it was. That is indeed good damage. Alright, onwards to Lady Vashj. Pendant of the Perilous, that's good. And the boots from Morogrim are also good. We want those. We want both of those things. So we got to remember that both of those dropped when it comes to the bidding section, so we don't, like, miss them or something. 2 items so far, boot and necklace. You really have to rocket boot to make this jump? No, you do not. Alright, what's going on with my music? Grizzly Hills is not popping off right now. We gotta change it to something that is popping off. There we go. Persona 5 music. That's good. Alright, maybe a little quieter. Lady Vashj, we want to see the Kraken Heart breastplate, which is better than the Desecrator chest piece I have, assuming I can get the shoulders also. So ideally, I have 4-piece Desecrator, not using the chest, and then I use the Kraken Heart breastplate on the chest armor. How's your MS on this server? Under 200, totally playable, not a problem. 197 right now. See what they're saying. Not anything related to Vashj assignments. Okay. Alright, we hang back here. Chill, we chill, we chill. It'll be Indestructible Potion and Army of the Deep. The Indestructible Potion, it's an armor potion. Like, why am I using this as a damage dealer? I have a talent that gives me bonus attack power for having more armor. This actually gives me, like, a good chunk of attack power. And then I can still use a, like, second haste potion later on into the fight. No, it's gone. No. I just popped my unbreakable armor. Shit. Well, it doesn't really matter. Phase 2 begins, where we can't do any damage to Vashj, and we chill out. There we go. Coilfang Elite. You can crank this guy a little bit. Good. Blast him also. Oh, here comes the Devil Sar. He looks kind of funny. Doing the run. Looking for another Coilfang Elite that I can chomp down on. Do some damage to. There we go. Are we doing these things? Hang on. Are we missing some of them? I feel like it's... Maybe we missed some of them. Saw them blasting through the air. Oh, maybe I saw those green... Maybe I saw Wrath blasting through the air. I was kind of in my head, I was thinking like a bunch of toxic elementals have spawned already and we only cleared, you know, so many of the shield things. I think maybe what I was seeing was the Wrath cast going through the air, thinking it was a toxin elemental because it was like a green projectile in the air, which usually indicates that that's a toxin elemental. Painted elemental, I mean, whatever. I was just confused. It's okay. I always get confused and upset during Vashj Phase 2 because this phase is super boring. Oh, there's another one. That was definitely an elemental. A tainted elemental. Pagani says, hope you have a wonderful day. Here's a dad joke. Why did the computer catch a cold? Because it left the windows open. Love it. Love it. Good one. Hope you have a good day too, Pagani. So far today was very good. I don't know if you've been following along with my Burning Crusade Rogues gear progression. Yesterday we got Wastewalker Tunic, and today we got Wastewalker Shoulder. So now I have 5 of 5 Wastewalker, which is super, super good. We've been working really hard doing those dungeons so much to try to get those. So I'm super happy we got that taken care of. Had a great day, got Idol from Zul'Gurub. Grats on the Wastewalker set. Oh, hell yeah. You talk about, like, classic era you playing? Getting Idols from ZG? Those Idol enchants on that version. Those are big enchants. Here we go. It's Vashj time. A little bit screwed up on my opener there. It's okay. Oh my god. We got the thing. Static charge. Unlucky. I can't remember. I think one time we were told if we get static charge, just stay in and the healers will heal it. But that was many raids ago. F seems like that's like I don't want to get in trouble for screwing over the raid and not doing that mechanic right. I don't know if they're okay with that this time or not. So that's a GG on the damage output. We just lost like 20 seconds of damage time. Because I elected to not massacre my teammates with the static charge ability. Alright, Krakenheart Breastplate. Maybe? Please? Let's see. Wait, I'm not looting first. Wait, someone else got Vashj's Vile Remnant, so I did not loot first. Let's see. Vestments of the Sea Witch. Oh, is the raid... Yeah, the raid's good. Okay. Oh, they've got the static thing. Okay, hang on. Vestments of the Sea Witch, Serpent Spine Longbow, Gauntlets of Crestfall, it's Plate Spell Power, Protector, Conqueror. Okay, we don't need any of that. So we want to look for the Pendant to the Perilous and the boots from Morogrim, Boots of Obliteration or whatever. You know the space station computers all run Linux? Turns out you can't open Windows in space. Good one, Crud Bucket. I like that. I wonder what OS they actually run. Computers in the space station? I bet it's a special OS that's like just for the space station. I feel like Windows has too many problems that they wouldn't use it. Open BSD? I don't know. My guess would just be like it's a like special or proprietary thing just for the space station, not like a commercial grade OS that's used by us simpletons here on planet Earth with our feet on the ground. Okay, here we got some other stuff. Seal of Danzalar, Vestments of the Sea Witch, Talon of Azshara, unique equipped. I've already got one. It would be pretty cool to have two, but... Actually, no, it'd be cooler to have two Rod of the Sun King. That item is sick. Serpent Spine Longbow, Stink Fist. Okay. 33 agility, 87 attack power, 11 haste, 17 crit. Pretty good bow. Nice. Congrats to Stink Fist, 2.5 thousand. Alright, we're looking for boots. Oh, here, look at this. Some warlocks logged in at Tempest Keep. Ready to summon everyone. Pendant of the Perilous. No! 11. Obliterators, 1K. Ooh, okay, they're going 12 on those. Let them have it. Let them have it. It's okay. We got the Obliterators for 1K, I think. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 226 eye level boot. Okay. One, 0, 0, 0. Nice. What music is that? The soundtrack is Persona 5. Kitchen says that the International Space Station runs VX Works, some special OS. Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. It's like not a commercial grade operating system, like something special. Anyways, the Warlock's logging in. They're beginning to summon people to Tempest Keep while we do the bidding for the items here. Kind of awesome. I wonder if I can figure out my nameplate issue. Target nearest enemy, enemy name. Show enemy nameplates, show all nameplates. Overlapping nameplates, NPC names. Hostile, always show. Nameplates are default, only shown in combat. Show all the time. What do we just say? Hostile NPCs. The issue I had is it was only showing a nameplate for my current target. And I remember on the weekend I was like messing with all these settings. So I probably changed one in a way that I didn't actually want it to be changed. That was some rapid fire loot. Dude, it's peak Chinese efficiency, okay? That's what we come to these raids for. To see how we better be running these raids in the West, okay? They're bidding out the loot from one raid while simultaneously summoning everyone to the next raid. It's hyper efficient, okay? It's impressive how efficient it is. I mean, I bet before the phase is over, we're gonna get this like double raid clear down to sub 90 minutes. I think we've had some of them get close to that. Imagine having a raid leader that doesn't have 3 summoning ults on every raid instance. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, dude. Imagine the poverty most players live in, not getting summoned to every single raid. Alright, these are some beastie boots. 226 item level, critical strike, armor penetration. Way better than my stupid Boots of the North. I gotta do the Doomwalker boss. Really, on this character, I gotta do it. Because you get an epic strength DPS cloak from him. And like, this is my last blue quality item on any of my characters. Like, we gotta replace it with an actual strength DPS cloak. I just hate doing the world bosses so much because they're so annoying to do. So I put it off for so long. Alright, let's think about what stuff do we want out of this instance. What do we want from Tempest Keep? We want the shoulder token. That's good. I think there's a bracer we want off of Void Reaver. Or maybe it comes from Lurker. I can't remember. This is what the Bisla is supposed to be. Bracers of Eradication. This is translated, so, like, Onslaught Girdle says Impact Harness, right? So it's not exactly right. You know, you have to do some interpretation. You don't think there's anything you need from here? Yeah, well. Get some gold. Nameplate situation is still not right. Oh, I am dead. Mind controlled and now dead. Alright, bye-bye food buff. Let's just rebuff the food buff again. I'll have to figure out how to fix that nameplate issue later. I don't think I can resolve it mid-raid. So, the main change we want to do on this boss this week is we want to hold Army of the Dead until the second phase instead of burning it right before pulling the boss. Because they'll use heroism on the second phase, and I want my Army of the Dead to benefit from the heroism as well. Kitchen says, last week Dio got his cut, so he sent me 1K for telling them to keep him in. What do you mean, got his cut? Doesn't everyone get their cut at the end of a raid normally? I'm missing some context here on this story, Hitchens. Oh, he DC'd most of TK. Oh, I remember. He was DC'd a lot of the time. You're saying in the end he did get his payout? That's good. Alright, some dudes are down there, but melee should be up here. Alright, no pre-pull Army of the Dead this time. Just pre-pull Indestructible Potion. 20 seconds on the clock. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pretty clean opening there. Tank's already in position. That means I can rocket boot all the way. Get there as soon as possible. I won't have any more rocket boots, though, unfortunately. This isn't a rogue. I can't pop sprint, then boot, then sprint again later. This is a fucking DK, and we are slow as shit. We do not have a lot of good movement abilities. I'm holding this unbreakable armor because I think he's about to move. Yep. There he goes. Man, maybe Swiftness Potion is a better DPS potion than anything else on this fight. That was a nasty amount of time to take to get back onto the boss. Damn, tried to refresh the diseases right before the boss left there, but I was just a second too late. Now disease drop again. As I come in, I can reapply them. Eat. Okay, this is phase 2. This is where we're looking to do our Army of the Dead as soon as the boss starts showing up. There we go. Murloc army is out. It's pumping. We're doing good damage. Wait. 8 minutes left on exhaustion. Wait, did they do heroism at the start this time? Well, I thought that the heroism was supposed to happen right here. It happened 2 minutes ago. It definitely happened at the start. I'm screwed. I can't get it right. One week, heroism's at the start. The last week, heroism's at the phase 2. Trying to put my Army of the Dead at the same time as the heroism, but I guess I'm just screwed. Jeez. Okay, I took a bit too many stacks of this. Boss coming in. Good. Summon Ghoul. Icy Touch. No. Fire Patch down again. Okay, let me move out of that. Back up into the air. I think I'm top melee on this fight right now. Look at this. Everyone ahead of me is ranged. Few globals left there. Obliterates and frost strikes. Okay, good. Now saved to this instance. What do we got? Vanquisher Pauldrons. We like that. Death Knight Pauldrons. Let's go. Boots of the Crimson Hawk. Band of Alar. Intellect. Claw of the Phoenix. Fist Weapon. 1.5 speed. Looks pretty cool. Not a good Death Knight item. Not an item I can even equip because it's a fist weapon. Oh, yeet. Big knockback there. These stupid robots immune to diseases. Really griefs my damage output. But it's also like, who cares? It's a trash mob. No hunter with a Lar pet? Oh, true. We actually only have, we have 2 hunters. We have 1 Devil Sar. What is the other hunter's pet? Huh, I don't see it right now. Oh well. Death and Decay out. Big damage on Death and Decay. Both the trash packs on the sides. Send 1 tank to each, bring them to the middle, AoE it all down. Death and Decay out. Oh, I am stunned. There's a Fell Hunter, there's a Ghoul. My Fish Beast is out. My Flask is up. My food buff is up. Strength. Yep. Okay. Good. Void Reaver time. My favorite boss of the whole raid. Morogrim in Serpentshrine Cavern, Void Reaver in Tempest Keep. You always gotta have a 0 mechanics pump boss, or nearly 0 mechanics pump the boss, do damage. I think it's very, very good flavor to have one boss like this in every raid. People like it. But if you do too many of if you do multiple in every raid, then it's like kind of boring. But having the one pump boss, like, it's special. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna push this Army of the Dead to be really close. We're not turning him around, I guess. Okay, I'll go back here. Usually he gets turned around. So I was kind of just expecting him to be turned around. Ghoul summon. Wanted to hold those Obliterate runes for just a moment because I knew my Unbreakable Armor was coming up. So I delayed the runes for just like 2 seconds so I could hit the Unbreakable Armor, then do those Obliterates and get more strong abilities used during the Unbreakable Armor buff. Not sure if the, like, 2-second delay, like, if that maths out to be a good idea, but I hope it does. seems like a good thing. Another unbreakable armor. That one's got speed potion attached to it. Our indestructible potion is gone now. Good. Good. Strong performance, I would say. 8,000 DPS. Wrist guards of determination? Oh, no. These aren't the right ones. Those are tank bracers. Those are definitely not bracers for me. Defense, parry, hit. Trying to think where the bracers that I want drop. They might be Serpentshrine Cavern for the bracers I want. Alright, we go to Solarian now. Pretty good boss. Then Kael'thas. Then we're done. That was a good pump. Solid pump on Void Reaver. I'm going to pull up the Warcraft logs right now. See if we got like a live log going. Auto following Hitchens. See how we're ranking. Hitchens trying to get me killed. He wouldn't. I was watching though in case he did. Let's see. Link to Titan Reforged Warcraft logs. Here we go. Simonizer. Death Knight. Void Reaver. Oh, that was my best Void Reaver. That's a rank 21 in the world Void Reaver for what? It said rank 21. That's crazy. Okay, all kills. How are we looking on damage? We are currently number 2. Losing, obviously, to Stinkfist. But number 3 is pretty far behind us. So I think we're pretty Oh, no. This is an enhance. They're pretty close, actually. So we gotta dial in, and we gotta do good on these last 2 bosses to stay ahead of that enhance to retain our, you know, bonus gold payout for doing good damage. Wait, they're pulling the trash this time? They never do this. Usually they just aggro the boss and let the trash come into the boss. And then we just AoE it down that way. Because of the parsing changes? I don't know about any parsing changes. I did not stay up to date with that. Maybe? Hallow says, is Thunder Fury DPS BIS 2 in this iteration? Did they change it at all? I mean, yeah, it's absolutely changed. It's a level 80 version of the item, so it has way more stats and DPS, and the proc does more damage and on all that. I think for some classes it's DPS BIS, and for others it's not. I'm not too keyed in on that. I wouldn't know, because like I've never even seen Thunder Fury drop, so I haven't even had to think about whether it's good for me or not. Basically, I don't have a lot of gold. If I can spend this much gold on Thunder Fury, I'm pretty happy, and win it, I'm pretty happy regardless if it's BIS for me or not. If I had a lot more gold to a point where, like, I wouldn't just buy it for the cosmetic for that much gold, then I'll think harder about whether it's actually good for me. But, you know, if I can win it for 10,000 gold, I'm pretty happy, and, you know, I'm sure it's at least close to BIS. Alright, here we go. Astromancer Solarian. Food buff is up. Flask is up. Do a little Horn of Winter. And Army of the Dead. Little behind. Maybe this is a bad plan. I'd say too far behind. I should have started like a second and a half earlier, maybe. Oh, she's gone. Oh, Solarium agent damage removed. That's what you were saying. Okay. Those little mobs we just fought were the Solarium agents. Back it up a little bit. Boss is dead. Nice. What do we got? Vambraces of Ending. Nice. Boots of the Resilient. Plate. Defense parry expertise. Boots. Tank thing. Girdle of Fallen Stars. This bracer is good. This is a high item level, 226 item level bracer. BIS for rogues. Probably good for... I think it's good for warriors too. Not a Death Knight one. I pretty much want all plate. I get bonus attack power for having higher armor, so it's a big deal. have, well, not a huge deal, but like more often than not, I'm preferring to have plate option just because of the armor factor that translates to attack power. Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have gone in on that pack. There's a lot of melee dead here. I'm refreshing this. We now have one more boss kill. Solarian is in. Yeah, okay, we're still number 2. We have to maintain it, though. We have to maintain it on this last boss. Oh, they're gathering the enemies. Do a Death and Decay and a Owling Blast. Call it good. Hang out over here. Not trying to have a repeat of what happened with the other pack. One more Owling Blast. Good. Good, good, good. Refresh food buff. Lost the food buff when I died. Unfortunate. I feel like we might lose to the Enhanced Shaman. I feel like Kael'thas is a difficult fight to do a lot of damage on. This is very hectic with a lot of different things going on. I think on this one, the downtime damage is removed. Okay, but do you know, like, do any of the ads, like, not count, or does everything count towards damage? Removed from all... you know what? I don't care about all-star points. I care about however it is this particular raid is evaluating their damage output. Damage dealer bonus payout. That's what I actually need to know about what counts for what. Alright, we're gonna see how much damage we can do. It's a little risky on this enemy because he can reset his threat and then just waste someone. There we go. Damn, feared. Shouldn't have refreshed diseases. I should have done an extra frost strike. Alright, Solarian, we don't get to do much, but we can poke Solarian from range. Spend death coils. Okay, Telonicus time. Don't want to die to Telonicus tossing a bomb. So let's chill. Chill, chill, chill. Moving. Waiting, waiting. Dead. Okay, good. This is the weapons phase. Got the Death and Decay out. I need to put the diseases. Spread the diseases. Do another Owling Blast. Oh, I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. Okay. Warp Slicer, please. Ultimate Giga Weapon of Doom. Look at this. 295 DPS, 2.9 speed, 70 agility, 46 crit, 70 haste, 183 attack power, chance on hit, plus 50% move speed, and 20% attack speed. Literally, Giga Weapon of Doom.
Perhaps I underestimated you. It would be unfair to make you fight all 4 advisors at once, but fair treatment was never shown to my people. I'm just returning the favor.
Good. Okay. What are we doing on Solarian here? We'll hit a little bit. But then I want army. Fire. Fire bad. Interrupt. Oh, fire bad. Nope. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. He phase transitioned. Okay. What is this? Magic disruption? Yo, someone with the magic dagger attacked me and put magic disruption on me. I bet it was Stinkfist, dude. I bet he was trying to kill me with magic disruption. I saw him get mind controlled. Ooh, I got lucky. I didn't get bounced very high in the air. That's just good luck. To stay closer to the boss. Ghoul coming up in like 15 seconds or so. I'll get another ghoul use before this fight's over. Barely another ghoul use. This guy is cooking. Ghoul summoned. I don't know if it's even worth the global at that time. Ghoul got like 3 auto attacks before he died. Alright, Ashes of Alar probably. Rod of the Sun King, Nexus Key, Verdant Sphere. No Ashes of Alar. Yikes. Boots of Blasting, Sunhawk Leggings, Vanquisher Chest. We already got a Vanquisher Chest. Vanquisher Shoulder. I want that. Let me get one of them, please. We'll see. If anyone wants to put a 1100 on it, they can have it. They can have it. It's theirs. It's okay. We got our boots. Boots are good upgrade. Alright. Unequip the ultimate Giga Weapon of Doom. Go back to Talon of Ezshara. I think, you know, based on what I see here, I think we're locked in for bonus payout for being a good damage dealer. Top 2 melee damage dealer. Let's see. Refresh this page with the all boss kills. Now it includes Kael'thas. Yeah, range, melee, range, me. We stayed ahead of the enhancement shaman. I think we're in there. Rod of the Sun King, Vambraces of Ending, Boots of the Resilient, Defense, Parry, Expertise on those. Wrist Guards of Determination, not what we want. Defense, Parry, hit chance, yikes. Minimum bid, Rod of the Sun King, and Vambraces of Ending. Bro, does Stinkfist have these Vambraces? Doesn't have them? Alright, well, Grat's other rogue. I guess Stinkfist doesn't want them. Oh, you have them? You're just not using them yet. Oh, that makes sense, because you're still locked on that 4-piece bonus until you get all the off pieces. Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm just imagining when Naxxramas comes out, that's the, like, next raid phase, and everyone's very excited for all the loot again. And then I just, you know, put minimum bid in and then let other people have stuff. I'm going to make so much gold. I'm going to have that's where I'm going to really make bank. Waiting to buy things until like week 3 or 4. Where prices look like this instead of what they looked like week 1 and 2 of Tempest Keep. Where this phase, I spent way too much gold in, you know, week 1 and week 2 picking up items for a lot of gold. So next phase, I'm gonna, instead of buying on week 1 and week 2, I'm gonna like hold off till like week 3 and week 4. Other Esprits has been deemed Black Egg Aura, no first loot privileges. I could be friends with them now. I've been, you know, that's my, you know, that's my camp. I'll try to make friends with them, and we could be Black Hand and Black Egg. No entering the raid, no looting the mob, privileges. Alright, these are, I believe, outstanding debts. People who won items but didn't pay for them yet. Do you prefer retail to the other iterations that are available at the moment? I don't play retail at all. I play... right now, I'm playing Burning Crusade Anniversary, and I'm playing Titan Reforge, which you're seeing right here, right now. This is Titan Reforge, the Chinese World of Warcraft. Stinkfist says, I let the Rib Rogue win after one bid on Verdant Sphere, and they tried to trade me afterwards, just trying to bid me up SMH. Got him. I think that feels good. When you pass and then find out that, aha, they were just trying to bid me up. Because they try to offload it on you. It's like, yep, I passed at the right time. I'm always happy. I always feel good, you know, doing a raid, blasting, getting a top 2 damage payout. I think that's fun. Always locked in, trying to crank. I think I did my best Void Reaver today. Simonizer. We were looking at it briefly before. Let me move this so we can still see the chat in game. Wait, Verdant Sphere something? Hang on, what are they saying about Verdant Sphere? This is what Stinkfist was talking about. ChatGPT. I bought an extra Emerald Mana Orb. Who wants it? I'll give it to them. Okay, give it away. Maybe they only bid it by accident. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a bidding up situation. Okay. I haven't really seen any case that I can remember on the Chinese realms of like someone who obviously isn't going to use an item bidding it just to raise the bid. I feel like I saw that a lot in Western GDKPs, or at least it was, you know, I saw it occasionally. And that, to me, feels like kind of scummy behavior. I don't like that. Void Reaver and Solarian. I had a 21 rank in the world for Void Reaver and 35 rank in the world for Leotheras. That's fucking poppin', dude. 98.9 performance average. What are we getting? Paid out 1,096. Okay. Nice. So we're up 96 gold. We paid 1k for these boots. And I believe we'll be getting a bonus 300. So we'll be up just a little bit. Look at Void Reaver. 7993 today. With a 332 kill. It was the fastest kill I've done. I kind of want to look at rankings for Void Reaver. Rankings. Void Reaver only. Frost Death Knight. Alright, so the top is 8,109 on a 325 kill. And Simonizer, wait, am I number... This shows me as number 4. That's way better than number 21. That's crazy. 4th in the world? That's crazy. Okay, what was the other one I did good on? Solarian? Wait. I think it's because they just did another partition of the I think the partition is fresh. Maybe it's just because there hasn't been a large number of logs. These are all 26th, 27th. 25th? Let's see. Do they go back any farther than that? Alright, well, still, whatever. We did good. We did good. Who cares if it's only 3 days worth of logs in this partition? No performance cut? What happened? DPS 1200? Wait. They say DPS 1200. Like, shouldn't that be, what's the situation? Do you have any information on this, Stinkfist? I think we were both supposed to get performance cuts if we were top 2. That's what the sign-up said. Let me double check. The sign-up still says just haven't gotten traded anything. Yeah, I haven't gotten traded yet either. Sometimes there's a little delay. Maybe I'm overreacting. Could be overreacting. Let's see. Raid information. Still says there should be a DPS bonus payout. Let me see. Let me translate the chat. This person's saying DPS. Maybe they're asking about it. The more you wear, the more ridiculous it gets. You're seriously a monster. You hit it pretty well. What? Definitely not because of me. I'm a bit sensitive. Wait. Something's going on. Bunch of people seem to be upset. Okay, we may have a situation on our hands. Teacher Zoo. Is Bird Baby a bird's kidney stone? I passed the core of pollution. Kidney stone. Bird. You're a monster. Didn't notice at all. Something happened. They're arguing and I think the priest is crying in YY. Oh, hang on. Hitchens, this is... Yeah. That looks like top 2 melee on me and Stinkfist. I think I'm hearthing to Dalaran. They always post what they go by in the YY. Yeah, so I mean, me and Stinkfist are top 2 melee there. Which is what the sign-up said would get a bonus payout. Let me see if I can translate more of the raid chat. This is the receipts of everything that's sold, the payouts that's supposed to happen. I think this is the last of the raid chat. And this was the person trying to pass off the Verdant Sphere. There's nothing else outside of this. All right, well, Stinkfist said someone messaged you to wait, so we'll just wait. We'll see if something happens here. Hitchens, you're saying they're arguing on the voice comms. We'll see if something comes of it. No DPS bonus today, right? No DPS reward this time. There is. Wait a moment. Okay. Okay. Good. Let's see what this person says. Sounds like things are getting figured out, going by vibes. Okay. Rolled for a headpiece, still hasn't dropped. This is a time I wish I was on the Chinese voice comms, even if I didn't understand, because you can tell at least a little bit from like the tone of voice of what's going on. If people were very upset and shouting at each other, we could find that out. If things were calming down and people were figuring it out, then we could at least hear like the tone of voice of what's happening. DPS subsidy. We need the DPS subsidy. Captain Sirius says, hello, long-time follower, first-time chatter. What's the best TBC combat rogue rotation? I'm finding myself the lowest DPS in the raid. Ooh, that's kind of just how rogue works sometimes. Rogue's not very good in Burning Crusade raids. It's highly dependent on what other members are in your party. You need a shaman for Wind Fury and Strength of Earth. You need a warrior for Battle Shout. Those are the two most impactful players to be with you. You know, popping haste potions is good. Popping your consumables, like your flask and your food buff, is good. As far as rotation, I mean, the main thing is spend energy so you never hit cap. You don't want to be capped on energy at any point. And you want to maintain slice and dice all the time. Always have slice and dice up. Outside of slice and dice, you know, your group might be requiring you to put up expose armor. Then you do that also at 5 combo points. If you're not needed to do expose armor and you got slice and dice up, you can do rupture also. Rupture's good finishing move. But when you get down to like, are you doing rupture? Are you doing eviscerate? Like, it kind of doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You need to make sure slice and dice is active all the time. You need to make sure you're spending energy before you get to your cap. And then like, the details beyond that are like not that significant. Go to PP. He was here just a moment ago. I think he's in the, let's see, where is he? Over here. Messing around with Shiv, is that better than Sinister Strike? No, it's different, but about the same damage output. I like playing with Shiv more than I like playing with Sinister Strike, so I do it. But it's not like it's making me deal more damage. It's just, I like the gameplay because I generate combo points faster and press more buttons. And do about the same damage output. What? Trade canceled. Alright, here we go. Everything was sorted out. There was just a little delay. There was no problem. Everything is good. We got our bonus DPS pumper payout.